Hey guys, welcome back to another 2026 coverage of the FIFA World Cup. Now, today we're looking at two of the most exciting knockout matches of the round of 16. We have Brazil taking on Norway in a clash between South American flair and one of Europe's most dangerous counterattacking teams. Then England travels into one of the toughest atmospheres in football as they face host nation Mexico. Can the favorites survive, or are we about to witness two massive upsets? Let's break it all down. So let's head on right into the first match. Alright, so the first one, we have Brazil versus Norway. On paper, Brazil should be the favorites, but after watching both teams throughout the tournament, I don't think this match will be as comfortable as many people expect. Brazil topped their group after beating Haiti and Scotland before drawing with Morocco. However, if we look closely, they really haven't faced many elite opponents. Their biggest test came in the round of 32 against Japan, and that game exposed a few things actually. Brazil struggled to create clear chances for long periods, and if it wasn't for Carlo Ancelotti's tactical adjustment in the final minutes, targeting Japan's vulnerable left side, they may have been heading into extra time. That tactical flexibility is exactly why Ancelotti is one of the best managers in the world. And Brazil's expected lineup, Brazil are expected to line up with Alisson in goal. The defense should feature Vanderson, Marquinhos, Gabriel Magalhães, and Guilherme Arana. Bruno Guimarães and João Gomes are expected to control midfield. Vinícius Júnior and Rodrygo provide space on the wings, while Richarlison leads the attack. One concern for Brazil is injuries. Lucas Paqueta and Rafinha are unavailable, reducing their creativity and depth going forward. Neymar is available, but he still looks rusty and hasn't had the same influence we've seen in previous tournaments. So let's head on right to Norway though. Alright, for Norway quietly became one of the tournament's biggest surprises. People only talk about Erling Haaland, but this team is much more than Haaland. For example, we have Martin Ødegaard that controls the tempo. Antonio Nusa adds pace and directness. Their midfield works incredibly hard without the ball. Even though Norway lost to France in the group stage, they still managed to score against one of the tournament's favorites. Then they defeated Ivory Coast with a disciplined and clinical performance. That victory wasn't lucky, it was earned through excellent defending and devastating counterattacks. And I do want to say though, Norway versus France, at that time they were rotating the whole team, so that was basically Team B versus France. Almost complete Team A, their starters, I guess so. Anyway, Norway's expected lineup, we have Ørjan Nyland starts in goal. The defense is expected to feature Julian Ryerson, Leo Østigård, Christopher Aguirre, and David Moller-Wolfe. In midfield, Sander Berge and Patrick Berge provides balance, while Martin Ødegaard creates the chances. Antonio Nusa and Oscar Bob support Erling Haaland in attack. So, the key battle for this matchup. This game could be decided by one tactical matchup. Brazil love pushing their fullbacks high. That creates numbers in attack, but it also leaves space behind. Against Japan, Brazil weren't punished. Against Norway, those spaces could potentially become dangerous. If Ødegaard wins the ball and immediately releases Haaland or Nusa, Brazil could suddenly find themselves defending 2-on-2. That is exactly the situation Norway wants. On the other hand, Brazil still have Vinícius Júnior, whose pace and one-on-one ability can change any match in an instant. If Norway defends too deep for too long, Brazil's quality may eventually break too. So my prediction for this match, I think Brazil will have more possession, Norway will create fewer chances, but those chances may actually be more dangerous. So my prediction for this match, I'd say Brazil wins 2-1 to Norway after extra time. I think Norway will push Brazil all the way, but Ancelotti's experience and Brazil's squad depth eventually make the difference. So let's head on right to the second match. Now we move to what I believe is the toughest match to predict in the round of 16. This isn't just England against Mexico, it's England against Mexico in Mexico. That changes everything. So Mexico have looked extremely organized. They topped their group before beating Ecuador 2-0. Although Ecuador created several good chances, they simply couldn't finish them. Whenever it was Mexico's defensive organization, the goalkeeper, or the pressure created by the home crowd, Mexico found a way to survive every dangerous moment. Now they'll play another home match with tens of thousands of supporters behind them. That atmosphere alone could become a huge advantage. England won their group and defeated DR Congo 2-1 in the round of 32. But here's what concerns me. England actually conceded first. Harry Kane had to rescue them. Against Mexico, conceding first could become a much bigger problem because of the crowd, the altitude, and the confidence Mexico gains at home. England also have defensive concerns, with Reece James unavailable while Declan Rice haven't looked completely comfortable physically. So, the expected lineups for Mexico, we have to expect Luis Angel Malagon in goal. The defense should include Johan Vasquez, Cesar Montes, and Jesus Gallardo. Edson Alvarez anchors midfield alongside Luis Chavez. Santiago Giménez leads the line, supported by Alexis Vega and Cesar Huerta. For England, Jordan Pickford starts in goal. John Stones and Mark Guehi are expected to partner in central defense. Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham control the midfield. Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden provide creativity behind Harry Kane. Now, the key battle in this game has three huge individual battles. First, we have Edson Alvarez versus Jude Bellingham. If Alvarez can stop Bellingham from carrying the ball forward, Mexico will disrupt England's rhythm. Second, Bukayo Saka versus Jesus Gallardo. Saka's pace against Mexico left side could be England's biggest attacking weapon. And finally, Santiago Giménez against England's center back. If Mexico can play direct and bring Giménez into dangerous positions early, England could be under real pressure. Why this match is so close though? England probably have the better squad. Mexico probably have the bigger home advantage. England have more depth. Mexico have the better atmosphere. England has Harry Kane. They have Harry Kane. I'm sorry. Mexico have over 70,000 fans behind them. That's why this matchup feels almost impossible to predict. So my prediction for this one, I think Mexico starts strong. England improves as the game goes on after 90 minutes. In Mexico 1-1 against England. But once the match reaches extra time, England's squad depth and experience becomes the difference. So my final prediction for this one is England 2-1 against Mexico after extra time. And there's one thing to note though. I think England's goal is going to be in the second half. To be honest, that's what I've seen all the time they've played. Their goals have always been in the second half. And if England manages to defend early in the first half and not get conceded by Mexico, I'd say they have a pretty high chance of winning in the 90 minutes. But I think that would be very low though. Well, so those are my predictions for two incredible round of 16 clashes. I've got Brazil surviving a huge scare against Norway after extra time, while England edges past host nation Mexico in another match that goes beyond 90 minutes. But what do you think? Can Norway pull off the upset? Can Mexico use their home advantage to eliminate England? Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the analyst, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next World Cup prediction video for the round of 16. And wish you guys the best of luck.